Is it okay for like them to like tease other studios and what they're doing? Like, right. The way talking about Brave in relation to Wreck-It Ralph. Anyway, hey guys. Good afternoon, y'all. What time is it? It's 3. It is about the afternoon. Yeah. And the clouds are rolling in, which is why I feel need. So, today, we are going to be fixing some things here, there, alongside with making some things here, there. Alright. So, my problem lies in these last... Like, not here. This is okay. I mean, the hair could be a wee bit better, but I can live with it. Now, the problem I have stems from these couple frames here. These last frames. Their hairline changes like there's no tomorrow on these last frames. So we're going to fix that. Copy to clipboard. Wait. This is an interesting problem. I think there's about only then we go into here and delete it like that. Then we hide that layer. Let's see, so we want to go to this frame, which is frame 50. Go to frame 50 like that. Honestly, in the final product, this probably won't be as bad as it is here right now. Perfect. Yeah. I need to figure out how exactly to make it just a variable size. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just a variable size. Create duplicate frame. So we take this frame. Perfect. And we've kind of sort of fixed it. Perfect. Save as. Mom, we gotta make some ice cream for some of the desserts. Dang it. Because I'm looking at the banana bread that we have over there, and it's just that piece, that bread thing over there. That tastes delicious. It should go with ice cream. Sorry, Brave in the background. So, hair solution. Save. Hair. Perfect. Alright. So, now we're gonna just like color. Which this is just gonna be this is gonna be a tad fun. Alright. So let's see. Reference image. So I want to where the crud? I'm live streaming right now, so you okay. Okay. Just to let you know. Kinda wanna have them all have the same skin tone that everybody else has. So we're gonna bring in this as a reference image. Then go elsewhere, try and find a good image of my character. Which I think let's see. Yeah, let's take this. Welcome to this pipe dream that I had laid out. Like, there's like an idea of games I wanted to play last year. Like we had Space Quest 2, Rewritten, Indiana Jones. Take a look at how many actually came out last year. I still want to do some of these games, but yikes, is some of this a pipe dream. And I've probably chosen the wrong image. But yikes, ain't that pipe dream. Sure is reference image. So they're saying I didn't have any pants colors on. I don't have any real pant color on hand. And I think I might steal from this. Alright. Sorry. So, actually I don't need the pants. I just need a shirt color and... I just need a shirt color and a skin tone. That's what I need. That's all. Also, I remember this was a meme that I found on Imager. Could probably post it. Yeah, considering that the film's released. This was like made a long time ago. And it was some fun. I'm going like, hee, I could do stuff like this with it. And it was silly, and yeah. We just went through and found a lot of stuff. Alright. Color. Yeah, I think I want to just leave it at that. So. Excuse me. So yeah, today is kind of the Thanksgiving prep day, which is why I mentioned the bread over there. Is the bread over there banana bread? Is the bread over there banana bread? Pumpkin bread. So we have pumpkin bread. We have some granola, but the granola is probably more or less for other things, for like personal stuffs. I just realized how big this is gonna be. duplicate. Grab this. Duplicate. I think being interesting to watch the color here as well. Some of these are so similar. I wouldn't be surprised if the head turnaround, the what the crud head turnaround is going to be like probably the easiest coloring job, since it's pretty much just going to be like keyframe, duplicate frame. They were arranged and married. Duplicate. Possibility I'm going to be coloring in all the cameos, and then after coloring in this cameo, I'm probably going to move on to another cameo. Duplicate frame. Basically, try and do this with shortcuts, but then again, I don't really work with shortcuts. I don't really work with shortcuts often, unless you're talking Blender. Blender is the shortcut program. If it were Pokemon, it'd be described like that. Like Blender, the shortcut Pokemon, in which there are so many shortcuts you wouldn't believe. Like the next version of Blender is gonna change that all, but still, it's like, oh my gosh. Great duplicate. Another thing. I've been watching the trailer for Shrek Retold over and over and over and over and over again. I'm going like, why do I keep on watching this? There's gotta be a psychological and psychological reason why I keep on sitting down and going like, okay, I want to watch this again. Like, it isn't even funny. I'm just sitting here and going like, oh, I wish I joined this project. Of course, then again, it could be entirely separate, where it could be an entirely different thing where we had, because I remember one guy whom I watched, Jimmy Davis, who I think you could probably check out though. Be warned, he does YouTube. He mainly does YouTube poops, and on top of that, like, by the way, on Twitter he was showing off some of his animations for a Shrek project that premiered at Trek Fest. I'm not sure if it was if it was unrelated to this project or not. If it was unrelated, then I consider this the Star Wars uncut of Shrek. Now, if you don't know what, if you don't know what Star Wars Uncut is, it's probably one of the more hilarious things out there. So these guys got together, and either out of protest or out of fun, made this whole version of Star Wars where they had multiple people coming in and doing and making, like, they distributed all these small little clips and made a whole film out of it, like recreated the whole film. Alright. Okay, here comes the weird part of this. Duplicate frame. But Shrek Retold seems to be the Star Wars uncut of Shrek. I'm on a bit of hope and a prayer that they are going to be doing Shrek 2. Either reanimate for Shrek, either the reanimated or another one. Considering what I've heard about, considering the accolades I've heard from people about Shrek 2, I'm hoping that'll happen. Duplicate frame. Not sure if I can do subtle movement. I remember I was talking on the way home about a project with Mom recently on the way home from something. And I remember I talked about it, like, well, what do you want to do for this? And I pretty much spat out the answer of what I kind of want to look like and all that such, you know. And then she asked the question again, to which I answer honestly and be like, alright, I just want to do cool action scenes. That's what I want to do. I just want to do cool sword fighting action sequences that honestly are just complicated for me to animate. Like I made a whole skeleton 3D animation, and maybe I should look at those animation things where it's like, how do you merge animation with live action? A question that's been asked since the 30s, and like wholly realized in Roger Rabbit. That's it, right there. Okay, let's remove the guy and see what that looks like. Huh. So subtle, like you can see it just kind of go so subtly, and it's like that is okay. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna select our red. The thing that annoys me is I don't have any real official colors for any body I have on hand. Like, there are technically official colors, but they aren't necessarily official colors. So swap it over back to the skin tone and do that. Boop. Swap. Finish your choice and finish thine. Mom. Whoa. Dad. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Fix that. More like, oh no, I messed it up. The way back here. There's one kind of being somewhat sloppy, as I know. Hopefully later on down the line I'm going to get layers. About the only problem I feel is going to plague this is the fact that I'm relying on the whole thing of later on I'll get certainly I'll get rough layers of every. I'll get like rough layers of layers because that's what I'm looking for. I want a layer for a bench, layer for a tree, layer that I can just kind of easily is. What was it like a? What was it like a hell hath no fury than a woman's wrath? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to do that. You do that on that frame. There we go. Okay, now let's. Since I colored it in a wee bit differently. And the shirt's just jiggling in there. I think this will look fun in reverse. This kind of ends up like minimalist. Like how much meaning can you get out of something like that? That's kind of hilarious. Okay, there we go. Swap. If it wasn't obvious, everybody's watching Brave, and Tim and his friend are playing Minecraft right now. Actually, reminds me of like early Kirkklan plays Minecraft. That was the one thing I remember about early Kirkklan plays Minecraft was the fact that I just kind of was noting stuff that was happening in my environment at the time. Oh, that's a horn. Well, is that one of our things that's beeping like that? Like, technically, it's a TV, but he now has a like do it like that, and it's just like he now has seizure arm. Oh my. Oh my. Meredith stepping up to the plate to shoot the arrow, and it's just like, that's not what I had planned! It's not what I had planned at all! Yikes. Swap it. Yikes. There we go. Save it. Yeah, how far away can you still discern that as a shape from here without an outline? I think some of this is probably some of the best animation I've ever done. By the way. Now for the hair. Just let's grab blank frame right there. Alucard! Go for a walk. Michael Caine Sugar Cane. What the? Oh my gosh. It's the fun witch character. Duplicate. Pretty close. Sorry. Oh my. The witch. I still like the witch wood carver exchange. So that is an awesome exchange that happens. Let's let's see. I'm actually thinking about doing most of anything else I might do more or less in monochrome. More or less to kind of get away from the hassle of, all right, so you now have your animation done. Congratulations. Now it's time to move on to coloring. What is coloring? Hey, you know your animation, what you already did? Yeah, now multiply that by how many... Now multiply the time it took you to do your animation, but by how many colors you have... How many colors you have on your character, and how much time you probably might end up. And also, like, take factor in how you're going to actually color it in, your methods or anything. And that's how it feels like. Just... And in OpenTunes, the program I used to use-ish, maybe. I could probably return to that and see if I can make it better, but on the other hand, it makes too many files. But, like, just... Look, with OpenTunes, you have all files all over the place. With this, you only have one file, and that's it. That's all you get, and that's awesome. Honestly, I need to look up how exactly to use a fill tool or how to fill things in. This is more or less coming out of watching one of Draw with Jazz's, one of his more recent videos, and just looking at it and going like, wait, how the crud did he do what he did there? Oh my golly gee willikers. Plan to play a game of Can You Guess the Plot by the bits that he's pointing out. My goodness, my gracious. My goodness gracious me. Oh. I think I can get away with that. Yikes. Okay, there we go. Oh, I totally forgot about that. On the bright side, since I did that hair replacement, that makes this job way easy. One thing I'm probably going to need to do or figure out or fix or whatever is just the fact that he's not behind anything. He is behind, he's supposed to be behind things, but he's not behind the proper things. Which means... That means that's just going to be so much fun. My golly. That would you... Were the Celts just kind of like that? Okay, where were the... Okay, were the Scots like this? Oh my. Because the only thing I can think of when I watch this is How to Train Your Dragon. That's the thing I think of. Great duplicate frame. Alright, time for the fun part. Still wonder about that. So, I watched the latest I Hate Everything video, which honestly I kind of view him as more or less an opinion guy. It's not that he hates everything, he's just giving his opinions on everything, which just kind of happen to be negative. That's kind of how I view it. He doesn't necessarily... like, I just kind of enjoy his content. Uh-oh. I think I've hit a slight problem. Something. Duplicate frame. Move column? I think that's pretty much the same thing as... Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. We watched Sleeping Beauty earlier, and it's just like, make way for your princess. She is dead right now. Yeah, you might need to wait on that. I'm gonna go back into color and actually add in a small smidgen of color here. Okay. So create duplicate frame. Oh, crud. Wrong one. Wrong color. I don't think my hair is jet black like I usually draw things. It's more or less... Well, what is the color I have on hand that kind of sort of matches the hair I have, which is pretty black. It's black enough. It's black enough. So I can get away with doing it like that. Boy. My boy. Yeah. So the one game that's kind of been there, kind of been in my life, is finally going to be wrapping up, or maybe not. Honestly, it probably is going to end up like it could be the final chapter, but even when I'm talking Kingdom Hearts, like it is going to be the final chapter. But I said it was the final chapter of a certain part of the story, which means that this headache's going to continue on for at least a couple more years, or they're going to milk it as much as they can. So yeah, it's just like it's kind of weird watching it because I decided, okay, we're going to duplicate the frame so many times. I end up with this weird thing going on. Turn on both of those. And yeah, then we'll go. There we go. Okay. I think the turnaround's pretty decent, save for the whole weird shape thing. I don't know. I think I'm gonna save this as -2. Gonna render it like. Yes, render the animation like that. One cameo Rob. So V2. Select folder. Okay. And I think we're also going to be opening up. All right. We're also going to be opening up the main. Yeah, I think that means mouth. I'm terrible. Just gonna close out this layer. Save as. a save. Render animation final part 5 test part 5. So alpha. Gonna need to make a special alpha version. I might need to actually make a special alpha version for all of these actually. Alpha. Select folder. Okay. Well, that's booting up. Let's go to the other one. M. Dude. Save as. Actually, just like. Technically, I shouldn't be making an alpha version of these since these are pretty much just the final ones. But they have the alpha. They have the background. Turn off. Part 1. Part 3. Select folder. Okay. Alright, this will allow us to go in. This will allow us to actually put stuff behind things. Cancel. Gonna say the path happens here, which should call everything without ruining anything. There we go. Fresh sequencer, which means this is main scene 1. Ah, nuts. So 1 situation 1. Okay. Scene 1. Okay. So looking for accept. Yeah, that fixes it. H. Accept, which should help with that there. Okay. Now, we have that done. Yeah, I should delete this. Except H, which means we should do alpha over right there. Alpha over like that. Alt H. Do part 3. Alpha sept. I think about some of the only problems with this is just how quick everything is. Because this is about main, final, part 2. That's about 6 frames long, so I can't really do much with that in mind. Or I could, but just like Yikes, that is so quick it isn't even funny. I think I still might be able to do something interesting with that. I feel like I'm partially stalling for time. Put a new document. So let's close all of this out so it doesn't go all wonky. So it's 6. So we have about a 6-frame animation to try and figure out how to work through. 15. This is going to be a bit odd-ish to Bibble. Alright. So we have create blank frame. Sure. And this becomes straight. Ah, that's why my board's slanted. This be yeah, find solution to this problem. It's kind of supposed to be like create blank frame. I think I know how to actually fix some problems. I think I no no I no I think I know how to actually fix some problems. I think I might want to double some of this. Let's 8 4. Keyframe. So I wanted it to do, but let's see. Lasso. Save as. I think I might just bring the cameos into here because this is getting somewhat weird. KRA. Yo. Scene 2. So I think I want to start off on this frame first. Create a blank frame. Because we're going to be 7. Six. Not sure if I can do subtle movement, like... We're gonna go like this. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Save. Joy. That's what they always say when you walk in on them. Mom, like, it's not what you think. That's what they always say when you walk in on them. I just kind of sand it there, but I find that very hard to believe. I think I've figured out the part of the muzzle problem. Okay, I think it's actually pretty good. I might just make a little compilation of some of the animations that you never see here. Either way, I think I might make a sync point, or basically a point where it all syncs up, basically. I'm determining is going to be right there. Roughly around. So... Save it. Time to edit this sucker into the scene. So we're gonna render the animation. Cancel. Cancel. Save as. Save it. Hey, render the animation. We're gonna render it. Main, background. No, not background. Kind of. Cameo 2. Say go. Select. Boom. This is kind of coming off of like the bubble tea thing, because I was at Snafu Con and they had they had this weird soda thing going on. And I have no clue what it was. I never got a taste of it, but I really wanted it, and that's kind of what it's based off. Just like, oh, so that's what that tastes like. Alpha over. G. Refresh. Just gonna save it like that. And wait for it to catch up. I think adding in the character is giving it some form of weird, odd life to it. I think we're getting some weird size differences with Rob. Because you know, I had a little bit of extra animation I put at the end of the weird work in progress, the weird comparison reel I made for Powerpuff Girls. Maybe I should do that with this. Save it. Cameo. Version Cameo 2. Here we go. Accept. Save. Bag HD4. Alright. Just gonna animate this. Alright, now it's that all rendered out. Okay, that's all rendered out. Save. I think that's what I got. What I got right there. Well, let's minimize this. Alright. That should have been closed out before the stream. Anyway, that's that. We're gonna be coloring that, and yeah. So tomorrow is gonna be Thanksgiving, at least in the US. So happy Thanksgiving for those. Out of the way. Thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, please press like. If you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the stream, then but yeah. Until next time. This is Kirkklan signing out.